How do I change my camera, Jackie? I ain't done nothing different. I know. How do I change it? I ain't done nothing. I'm sitting here in my living room. I haven't touched anything. Zoom always works.
I'm not the
I'm
one.
not the one.
Lord, I can't be crooked on that day. I mean, I can't be talking from this angle, so I don't know. Where are you go?
I don't know.
Try to figure it out. Okay.
The normal
The
one.
normal one black.
Good. Me.
Only Iron is
Only
what
Iron
he's
is
doing.
what he's doing.
Yeah, we'll just wait for him. Jack is going black. I'm still sideways. Oh, there he is. Oh, not that noise again. Okay.
We'll have
I'm just trying to get in.
I'm gonna put myself on mute.
you need to put on headphones, even if it's just these things.
Okay. Let me go get my headphone.
Oh my god,
Oh, I am so tired.
Okay, so
Oh, I'm twisted.
all right, so we are recording this. Okay, so this is one of the reasons why I insist on multiple meetings. So I can resolve any kind of quirks. What's your laptop, Ms. Trott?
Hi, sorry, just talking to Miss Bucci. Sorry. Miss Bucci said it's just saying reconnected. Connected. No, connecting.
Oh, I don't see it yet.
Hold on, I'm putting in my earphones.
Yeah, put your headphones on, see if it makes a difference.
You're gonna try. Okay.
So I'm just gonna type my name again. Oh yes, Mr. Black. How are you, sir? What's your name or something? Well, I'll probably be okay.
Because I started again.
Let me just try again.
All right,
So
cool.
hello, name Sherry. Yeah, if not, just continue. I just might be out of this one. I'm trying to type my name in again.
Okay. You're typing your name in? Okay.
I'm trying to, but it's not cooperating with me. So let me see.
What is she using?
Wait, what are you using? I use accent, Miss Bucci.
Well, kind of, I was trying to join on this.
What device?
What?
There she is.
Oh, yes. Okay, okay, bye. Okay. Carmelita, I don't hear the noise, but it's echoing.
I still don't know what you're using, Miss Bucci.
Oh.
What do you mean what I'm using? I'm using my
laptop.
My laptop, and that was not working. It just says connecting, so I'll just come out of that now. And now I'm on my iPad, which is my trusty backup.
So your laptop wasn't working with this?
No, let me try again. I'll see what happens. But
Okay, I just want everybody to know this link is the one we're going to be using, the exact same
right.
link. Think
Hold
Media.
on. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna flip my camera around. Just give me a second. Well, I don't know if I can. I just turned this around, and if you see this, it says hello, and I type in my name.
Okay, so are you on Chrome?
Hold on.
What is a browser?
It's on Google. See down the
Chrome?
bottom? Google.
Is
Google
a
Chrome.
browser
Yes.
Chrome? Okay.
Yes. Yes. So here we go, and now it says connecting.
So I see you again now.
So mine might not be Chrome.
Are you on Chrome?
I don't know.
It's
That
Google, the Google one that comes up with
if
the
that
yellow.
that wouldn't affect the aspect ratio. You need to go. What computer are you on, Ms. Truck?
I'm on my laptop, Dell
Yeah,
laptop.
Dell, the Office one.
The laptop I got from the ministry.
Okay,
Yes.
so you probably somehow your aspect ratio um, got switched around. But
Oh, how I change that?
so here's the thing, right? Your
Oh gosh, not the noise.
Miss Bucci, can you put your headphones on, please? Or earplugs? Can you hear me, AD Bucci?
I think she's frozen.
No, she's mute. She's on mute. I didn't mute. You muted yourself.
I'm on the thing, Barry.
Okay, can we hear you? Can you speak, Miss Bucci?
It's just going again.
She's just fiddling with it. I don't understand it.
I think we're all frozen because my hand isn't on my head, and Jackie looks like she's frozen.
She's not frozen.
No, it's delayed. It's a delayed response.
Oh.
Yeah. AD Bucci, are you, can you speak, please? Can you unmute yourself?
Let me call her.
Yeah, something's not going on in her at where she is.
Can you unmute? I can hear it.
I was trying to one.
Miss Bridgie said it looks like you're fiddling with it. Can you unmute yourself and put your earphones in?
One device, the laptop. I was
Hello?
asking him, did he see two of me or not? And I didn't get an answer. And so I can see that I've got two different things coming in and out.
It doesn't matter.
He's saying you're on mute.
I've got the right you on now.
Well, I'm on mute on my iPad, and it won't. So can you hear me now?
Let me take you out. Hang up. Can you hear her now? Yayo, I hung up.
Can you speak? You muted yourself. You muted yourself. Can you get onto the other device?
There's a long delay. My hand is still on my head. My hand is still on my head. Hi, Miss Bucci. He said,
what
please
I was
take
saying,
yourself off of mute.
I am off of mute. I don't have a picture right now.
He
It
don't.
says recording. You're in the recording. I don't know what it's recording or why, but it tells me I'm in the recording.
Right, that's what ours
Now,
says.
I can see the picture of myself talking on the phone. I also have my laptop on, but I don't think my voice was coming through my laptop, and the camera was coming on and off. So I was trying to find out from Ayaz, did he see me connected twice or not? Now the laptop is going off, and it says reconnect, but I'm, for the purpose of this meeting right now, not sure
Switch your
if I should
laptop
be
off, please.
continuing to try and get through on my.
He
Just
said
use
switch your
one
laptop.
device.
You could only use one device, Miss Bucci, so you have to pick one.
She can use both, but she's
That's what I
confusing
was
herself.
asking, which one was working. Now one is going off anyway. So I will try to reconnect using my laptop, and let's see what happens.
Okay.
Because that's the device I
Now we see you.
You see
I've
me?
been seeing all this
Oh,
time.
you
You
see me
Talking on your
on
phone.
my iPad. Hold on. This other thing says reconnect.
You're
So
on your
I'm putting my
iPad.
name in, enter, and see what happens. And then what I was trying to do was check it with on my laptop, just kept saying connected.
But he wants you to use your earphones.
Hold on, I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you, but I hear you through my
I'm
phone.
gonna log off my.
Okay, I'll hang
I can
up.
see you now. Can you speak, please?
I'm speaking.
There you
Can you
go.
hear me?
Well, good evening,
Yes.
everybody.
Hold on.
Good evening, Carmelita Cyrus.
So, first thing everybody has to understand is that this is a link we'll be using. If you have any technical issues, drop me an email when you have time, and we can troubleshoot it. You just jump in the link, and I'll
But
have to let you in.
I think
Okay.
also getting on early would be helpful. I'm doing like the
Right.
past
On the
check.
day of the show itself, we have to be 45 minutes early.
Yeah, I could see why.
Okay. So, I mean, you all see what just happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Jackie? It's
It's really
6:20.
funny. She says, I can see why.
Sorry?
She says, I can see
Miss
why you
Bucci.
have to be 45 minutes early.
Yeah, and I tried to get on before 6,
Okay,
and
so
I sent an email saying send me the link.
well, the link wasn't an invitation.
Well, I
Wait.
saw
Yeah,
that
I didn't get.
because we were looking for Zoom, and
This
then
is
after
new. This is new to us. So I was
Okay.
looking for a Zoom, and then I saw
Right.
your meeting request. But now I'm straight.
Good. So
See, I'm
it's the
echoing. I
exact
don't like
same.
that.
It's the exact same link. thinkmedia.family/live. That's it. It will never
Okay.
change. Every meeting on
Okay.
the day itself, that's a link.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And even if you're trying to figure out how to fix your perspective, Miss Trott, you can troubleshoot it. Email me, jump on the link, we'll work it out. Anytime you have, I'll just clear my desk and we'll spend a few minutes on it.
Okay. I don't know
Because
why
I
it'd
don't
be like
know.
that.
Now you notice that the audio issues went away because all of you have some kind of headphone in, right? Do you, Jackie?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't, but I have software that can cancel the echo for me. Right? So it's very important. It doesn't matter what kind it is, but you just plug in something simple as this, you know. The second thing is audio-wise. Now, there is another show a week before this one,
Yes.
The
right?
STEM one.
The STEAM one, or STEM, or whatever
STEAM.
it is. So they're going to have a meeting with them on the 5th, and theirs is on the 11th or the 12th, I think. But I'm still waiting for DCI to confirm whether the Premier is still going to have his press conferences on Tuesdays this year.
Yes, I saw that.
They said they got to confirm that. So, but ideally we should start promoting these shows like tomorrow.
So, like,
especially
is that what you were showing up early years P1?
Yeah, I'll show. Hang on, I'll show you in a second. Okay, no,
Because
that's.
my title is wrong. I don't want anybody to get excited.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
He gave us
Okay.
some
I was just
pictures
playing with
trying to
some
brief off it.
ideas. So
Yeah.
the
Okay.
the other thing is, I'm recording this so that Miss Manuel can have a record of what went on, so we don't have to go over stuff for her.
Okay.
So I just need to be a bit more structured than normal. So the first thing is the link is going to be the same, thinkmedia.family/live. That's a link for all the meetings and the show itself. The second thing is everybody needs to come with headphones to avoid any kind of audio echoes, etc. The third thing is we still got to figure out what day. I'm waiting for DCI to get back to me. However, we've got to start promoting very soon. So we have to all the participants have to be confirmed, and so I can start doing the ads for both shows like tomorrow, end of day tomorrow. What else? So the fourth thing is we talked. Well, I'll just run through how the show might look. Okay. So when we open, we'll be on a blank screen like that. Can everybody see the blank screen?
Yes.
So that would go on for 4 minutes. But when that countdown is on, 4 minutes is quite a long time, but it gives us a chance to get our stuff, get our acts together, settle down. It gives the audience a chance to sort of come to wherever they're going to be watching it from, whether it's CITV, YouTube, or Facebook. CITV is already confirmed that they're interested, but we've just got to figure out the exact day.
Okay.
And so that's the title. And at that point, we will be live. In fact, we're live in the black, right? That black screen, we're live. Okay.
Okay.
For 4 minutes, and then the first one is the first after the title is just me in the screen, not all four of us. So it will be just me like this. Wrong camera.
I don't see you. Am I supposed to see you?
Can't you see me now?
No. I just see the title still.
Can see you.
Oh my God, what is wrong? Okay, Jackie, you see IO?
Yes.
Okay, it's just me then. Keep going.
What do you? I don't understand what's going on with your computer.
Me either.
But you saw the title card, right?
I see the title. That's what's up. Conversation: The Early Years from Preschool through P1.
Wow.
Okay, so some heavy delay going on there. I need to troubleshoot that.
How's your
Because I
boy?
can't.
Oh, it's frozen. What's your internet connection like?
Full strength.
Are you plugged in, Ethernet?
Pardon?
Are you on the Ethernet or Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi, sorry.
Okay, how close are you to your thing?
Very close. I moved my office into the living room for this.
So you only see the title card now.
Yeah, I don't see you or anybody else.
Interesting.
And I'm in the corner upside on the side. Ooh, the
Do you
delay is
have
awful.
the Digicel or whatever that thing is that comes
Okay,
in?
so
I have one. I don't have
Oh,
okay, so I'm gonna start with an introduction, blah blah blah, and
okay.
then there's gonna be a scene with all of us. Probably not like this, you know.
It is a
I'm going to
delay.
introduce the show by myself, and then I'm going to introduce all the panelists. Okay, so that will probably look like.
Jackie, you don't know. I hurt my leg and I'm
Truck.
lying off on my
Sorry,
couch.
Miss Truck. Can you see now? Can you see everybody now?
No,
What are
Oh
you
God, I
seeing?
was in there.
just the card and me in the corner.
Okay, so it will probably look like me in a big picture here, and then four of you on the other half. Can you see that, Miss Bucci?
I see you in the big picture. I don't see Miss Troy, just her picture, part of her picture, and Jackie and I on the other side.
Yeah, I know, I know, I know.
And now I see
Okay,
Miss Troy.
right. I'm moving.
Oh,
Okay, so I will have.
yeah.
Oh,
So when we open, it will be me and all the panelists. Okay, so I'm just gonna have you laid out like that, and then the first person that
But we
speaks,
can't see her. We can't see
it will
Miss
just
Troy.
be me in these
and the
boxes
person.
here, and the other person. So I might be.
With Miss
Can you see
Bucci.
that, Miss Trott?
I can't see anything. Nothing's changed. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna see if I can go on Chrome. You
You
said
went
it's
on Chrome
Zinc
already?
Media slash. Oh
You went on Chrome?
no, I'm gonna close out because I went on from my email. I'm gonna try something.
Okay, come in. Use a browser called Chrome.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jackie, can you hear me? I don't hear her.
So this will be like our two shot. I'll put Jackie in this one.
Now you're in the middle. So I see you twice.
Yeah, I know.
One off to this. Okay. Hi, Jackie.
I don't see Miss Bucci.
No,
All
so I'm
right,
just
that
showing
looks
you
nice.
what the two shot might look like, right?
Okay.
Yep, looks
Okay.
good.
Now the reason why we have to have all these meetings is because when we are together, like if I'm with Jackie, if I'm talking to Jackie, her composition has to match mine. Okay.
Oh. I'm
So
delayed though in that screen. You froze me?
Yeah.
who is that?
You're
I don't
just
know. It's like a still picture of me.
yes, you're right.
Yeah. It's not a
Who
looks
is
like you
what's
took a
that?
picture
I
of me.
can't hear you.
It looks like you took a picture of me and didn't and it hasn't changed. That's a frozen picture.
Okay, well I
It's
didn't take a
frozen for
picture
me
of you.
too.
Okay. Because my hands are not up. My hand's not on my face.
Okay, Trot, you're here now. Can you see the screen? Can you see me and Jackie now on screen?
I see you on the screen. You're moving. Your mouth is in sync with your
and I'm
speech,
not
and Jackie is frozen with her hand up to her cheek.
up to my face, right, to my cheek. I'm
Yeah,
not like that right now.
and
Oh,
her
that was
mouth
Jackie
isn't
talking?
moving.
Pardon? I'm talking
Okay,
to
so
you, but yeah,
what are you using, Jackie?
I'm using my laptop, and that's it.
What's your connection to your internet?
I'm on Wi-Fi.
Okay, I'm going to suggest that you guys need to be plugged in with the Ethernet cable.
Okay.
Because this is not. Yeah, it looks like you're frozen again. But can you hear me? Uh-oh. Sure. Bucci's gone too. Miss Bucci, are you there? Oh, Lord.
Oh, one. All right.
Okay, now I don't see Jackie.
She's not on.
Oh boy. So, what I'm planning to do and what I was going to do today was to go into the office because that's where I think I'm going to be when we're doing this. And I know you have lighting in there in your office, so either I could go into your office or I can just go into my own. Because I have my dogs here, and they
Okay.
often go
Whatever you want
barking
to do, but
in
you
the
need to
background.
be in the space that you're going to be in. So,
I
Miss
know that,
Trot,
but
are
I
you
hurt my.
are you
I
alive?
couldn't drive
Okay, is that
yesterday.
a picture of you? Or is that yeah? I can see you now. Great.
That's me. This
All
is my
right.
picture. Yeah. I
Oh,
just
yeah,
I
right.
changed the
So you
lighting.
fix
I'm in
you
a
fix
corner.
yeah.
Yes, looks great.
So but the picture looks a bit
Where's Jackie?
it looks a bit wonky. So you got to make sure your lens is straight.
I'm cool right now. I'm cool right now. Huh?
Okay, so you make sure your lens is straight, you know? The reason why I suggested a corner was to get some depth into your frame, but that picture frame is looking a bit bent. Anyway, so we do have to agree on what the title is going to be.
Oh, I
Yeah,
thought
bring
that
up
was.
the choices.
Sorry?
Bring up the choices on the
Yeah.
Google. I have it
Hey,
here.
Jackie.
I'm
Okay,
just
go ahead.
sitting in a green room and say it.
In the green room.
Yeah, I just let you in.
Okay. She just let you in.
Oh, because I could hear you, but I can't. I couldn't see. I think I'm like Miss
Oh,
Bushi. I think I might have to go into the office.
I
Maybe
think he
that's a good
put you in that
idea.
green room.
I think maybe if we, well, I'm going to speak for myself. If I go into the office, if you're in the office, and then I can bring my laptop and everything there with me, and sort everything out.
Right.
And then he can
So
go back to his studio at his home if he has a setup, and we do it on the next practice, which is the 4th, I think. Is it the
is it?
next one on the 4th? I think that's what I saw on my calendar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I can't remember. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing. Everybody should be where they're going to be, right? I think I can be here in my space. So if you want to use
And
if you want to use my office in town, I've got a nice light that can give you some good light.
I saw that.
But don't break
Or
it.
can we be, if it's just Miss Bushi and I, could we be set up in the boardroom?
It's up to, you could be, but you've got to figure out your light. Okay, the light is very key. If you don't have an
Okay.
extra camera or you don't have a smartphone that you want to put software on to make it a webcam, you can still make your laptop webcam look good, but you've got to get the lighting
Right.
right. Okay? So, as I mentioned the other day, the main thing is having like a diffused light in front of you. So, like behind the lens, but maybe coming down at you. Okay,
So what if
slightly from
we put a
Or a
lamp
desk
there?
lamp. A desk lamp with a
yeah, but
soft
make
light
sure
bulb.
it's above you. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're trying to mimic natural light. You know those daylight bulbs?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I'm got up here. So that's
Yeah,
not
that's the
helpful.
ideal. That's the ideal color, but it's got to come from like a 45-degree angle above you
But
into your
Carmelita,
face.
Mine
Carmelita's
is.
looks like it's from behind her.
It's
It
not
doesn't look
close
like the
enough, and
light's
it
on
looks
her
like
face.
yeah, it's got to be in front of you. Okay, so the dominant light should be in front of you, coming into your face, so people can see you properly. If you got a dominant light behind you, you'll be backlit, and
You
you
know
Feel
just
the
what?
be
I'm
shadows,
going.
Carmelita.
almost silhouette.
I should get
Okay,
my daughter's desk lamp and direct it on me.
right. So that's really important, and then the you sort of compensate for the how poor the laptop camera normally is. Okay. The microphones, because we have another show, I can get the microphones if to anybody that needs it on the 13th. That will be after the Steam show is done.
Okay.
Right? I've collected them all, most of them on the holidays. So I got to distribute them to those guys so that they can get to use it for their sessions. So we'll have like a week with the microphones, I think, about 6 days or 7 days. And then you'll have to get used to making sure you know how to make the levels work and all that. So everybody needs does everybody need a mic?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
There are
3.
mics, and then there's like a headphone set with a mic around it. Who wants that one?
I'll take that one if nobody wants it.
It's on my. I think I actually.
Like the
No, that one
telephone.
goes to my telephone. No, I thought I had one on the door, but that one's to my telephone.
Yeah. The headphone one is okay. Just some people don't want to, then
That's
I
right.
like
Right,
mics.
fine.
I like mics that are hidden. So like I'm using this thing, this.
Yeah, it's working nicely.
But I don't like it. I don't like it seen on camera. It's just my preference, So that's why I'm asking you what your preference is. So now authorship. If we're going to start promoting this today, is this? Sorry, I thought. Now, when that title card is on.
I was reading what was across the bottom.
Oh.
But I didn't hear the music after it
I'll
began.
put it back on. I'll put it back on. Everybody saw that?
Yes,
All right.
I like the
So,
music.
sorry?
I like the music in the background as it's showing.
Oh, great. So, okay. So we want to see now. We've got to figure out what the title is. So, just put up this screen.
You know what? We have to let people know. I was watching this, Miss Nancy Manuel, that I actually have a mild injury, and I am only lying like this because I'm committed to this meeting, even though I have to be in a reclined position on my couch because it
Okay.
looks
Now
quite strange.
it's on the record. Thank you. All right.
Oh, what
So,
does this mean?
so these are the titles that some people came up with. Early childhood education, how it works, why it works, laying the foundation from birth to 5, government preschools, why choose us, government preschools, the choice is yours, government preschools, the best choice, government preschools, what's your choice? And then today when I was preparing, I came up with, what was it? The early years, preschool to P1 or something like that.
From
The earlier
But
preschool.
I
from
think
preschool through P1, yeah.
the early years to from preschool to
Through P1.
P1 is reflective of maybe registration for preschool and P1, but I'm not too sure if it's going to be reflective of the focus. What do the other panelists think?
What do you mean by that, though?
Well, I believe that the conversation is going to be and is around what is preschool like, what does the government preschools have to offer, like the government preschools the best choice or government preschools, what is your choice? I think most of the topics that we had up until this point had preschool, government preschool in it, because I thought that was the focus, although we were also going to add on registration because children leaving preschool are also going into P1. And some of the parents, if we advertise it in that way, they can learn about primary registration. If not, we can do a second one, which is my little points up to the top, where it says laying the foundation from birth to 5. That seems broader to me, and that would almost include CDP right up into lower primary. So panelists,
So, yeah, what do you,
I wasn't thinking of the laying the foundation from birth to 5 because we're not really talking about CDP services or what happens at birth, what happens at 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought our focus was more on preschool, why you should choose preschool, and registration as our focus. I know we started talking about adding a principal to it, and so it depends on what's really our layers of focus. Because birth to 5 isn't our layer focus for this one. Like Nancy's not going to talk from birth to 5. I'm not going to talk from birth to 5. Jackie's not going to talk from, well, I'm not going to talk for Jackie. Um, so I don't think the birth to 5 is something that's our focus. I thought our focus was really on why should you be choosing or why should you be thinking of considering government preschool. Here is why. We have registration coming up because a lot of people say, oh, I didn't know it was registration. Oh,
mm-hmm,
registration is banned. Oh, I missed it.
mm-hmm,
Oh, I need a
mm-hmm,
spot. I'm in government financial services. I need a spot, Jackie. So I thought that was our focus more than what happened, no disrespect to CDP, but what happens at CDP. We weren't really focusing on that. And so Jackie was coming in for the registration, Nancy was coming in for the what happens at preschool. Miss Buki is all of our supervisors, well not Jackie, but all of the preschool people supervisor. So I thought that was our focus. What do you think, Jackie? Ooh.
I kind of liked the from birth to 5. I think you had gone But my focus, which is what I was trying to point out at the end, during our discussion last time, was that I understand focusing on preschool, but I think that if this can turn into a conversation, like a one-shot conversation, where we are dealing with a parent who may even come on from 3 years old, and we may not be targeting straight at them right now, because we may not have sufficient, say, 3-year-old programs, but the parent can start hearing and listening, and getting a feel for what we do have to offer. And if we did kind of, not too much to talk about CDP, but just give a brief overview to say, this is, they kind of look for this, it's recommended that you have your screening done, that, with the disclosure of certain information, it helps you, when you're transitioning to preschool, of how we can have those services, and then transitioning again into P1. I think this discussion, I understand the focus mainly being on preschools, but I believe as well that we will probably get some parents who are currently in preschool who will then be transitioning into P1. And I quite honestly don't think that we probably have, well, I know I probably don't have enough time to kind of be in on possibly another discussion that then talks just about the P1. So as I had a conversation, like I said, you had gone, but I kind of brought back up what what I was trying to get at the last conversation, is kind of targeting it all, because Ms. Bushi deals with early childhood, which it includes up into the lower levels of, well, at least P1, at least. And I think rather than having a whole separate discussion, is to just kind of say how that relates. And I know with the change, the skill redesign, I don't know how much can actually be brought up in between there, because I believe you'll probably get a few questions. If we don't have all the answers, we can surely take the questions and walk away and come back, and answer those parents' questions in regards to that. But I think that to have one sole discussion just on preschools will lack either end of the spectrum of the early childhood education void. So I'm just because I'm talking about, say, a 4-year-old. And so what happens to me if I'm sitting in on the conversation and I'm 3? And what happens if I'm sitting in on the conversation and I'm 5? So those children, if they're
you would
not
be
in
getting information. You would be getting
pardon?
information. You would be getting your information. That's why you got a 3-year-old. You'll be listening to the conversation for when your child is 2. I don't have a problem with primary being added. It was the early years from birth. Now I only got an hour, and I thought the way IO had laid it all out, we're talking preschool this many minutes, this curriculum so many minutes, but I'm game for whatever.
I mean, I'm just here just to talk about registration. So I mean, it's not a big thing for me necessarily. But I mean, being a parent and knowing what conversations I have from my dad. I'm like I said, I'm on vacation, and I'm just looking into my emails just to get the sign on for this evening. And I'm got people looking for preschool and 3-year-olds and P1 and all of that they like. And so
Yeah, think about the audience though. I mean, young parents, whether their child is 2, 3, 4, or 5, are on that range, aren't they? They'll be even if they look, even if they may or may not be considered in preschool if they're young enough, if they're under 4, right? So the value for this show will be self-evident for them. It helps them make a decision. Okay,
Correct.
if the child is under 4, right? They know it's not compulsory. I think everybody knows that, but you want to let them know it's available and here are some benefits. Bring them in now, and if the child is if the child is 4, they might be considering going into private school. So
Right. And
Yeah,
I
I
think a
we
lot of
finished
what
off
you guys
there.
may be talking about.
No, I was saying we did finish off there, and I had gone further down the road, and I was thinking of, oh yes, let's have a principal. But then when we were saying that, well, having a principal join us might be overcrowding the show, I thought, well, maybe we could have that at another time, because the opportunity to kind of share some information on the curriculum, which we're expecting a curriculum change, but it isn't signed, it isn't sealed, but that's the vision for P1. And so I thought, well, if we're going to talk about registration, it would be good for them to know, be informed registrants of what they're, registering for. So I have some background distraction. Um, But I certainly see the transition from what Bermuda Public School has to offer for Bright Start, which Jackie, you're right, because we are on vacation and you saw the emails today. And I did include you in those emails. So yes, we do have people of 3-year-olds that are wanting to know about Bright Start, because Bright Start registration happens at the same time. And preschool registration happens, and then we have P1. And so it is a continuum. However, I think the idea started with public preschool and what we have to offer. And since we were bringing Nancy Manuel on, it seemed like the focus was still preschool. But like you said, Jackie, we can make, introductory of, you have, these are the services that we provide through Bermuda Public, well, through the Department of Education. This is the value of this, and registration's coming up, and it's helpful because you can have your child, we recommend you have your child screened, and any services that you need to support your child can take place through child development. It's totally voluntary. We have the Bright Start and Me at Work through school, but that might change depending. So we may have a different conversation. We want to know your interest in the Bright Start program. We may not be able to offer it in all preschools, but we would like to know what the public's interest is in Bright Start. And then, of course, we offer preschool in the government preschools. We will not be having mixed age, because remember we had that in the past, and people are still looking for that. And then we could go on and say, and from preschool, our children, we offer, we're offering registration at the same time. So that could be kind of like a little scenario. Would that be helpful?
I'm just trying to understand what is a deal with not what's the disadvantage around addressing the P1 transition. Because I can hear you, Miss Trotz and Miss Bucci, sort of shying away from that, and I'm trying to understand
No,
the
I'm not
reason
shying
to.
away from it.
Yeah.
I'm not shying away from it. If we include P1, I don't have a problem with it. I was talking about laying the foundation from birth to 5. That's my concern. We're bringing in CDP. They're not fully staffed, they've not got all the services, and then we're bringing a topic, and I thought we were focusing on preschool. And even if it's into P1, I don't have an issue with that. It's the birth to 5, it's the
Okay,
birth
okay,
to
okay,
4.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's just me.
Okay, so preschool through P1 is an appropriate scope, right?
Yes.
Miss
To me.
Bucci?
It is, yep, it is. And that's when I had thought we could have had also a primary principal.
Right.
But for the purpose of this program and the ability to not overload, I mean, not to overload or overcrowd, that's why I was saying, oh, well, maybe we might have something else. But I
How
think I'm
long?
thinking
This is an
the
hour?
It's an hour, and don't forget, an hour, you can do a lot in an hour. Trust me.
Okay.
You know, if we're focused, if everybody comes with like, there's 3 things I need to get across, you know, and be succinct, a lot can be done in an hour. In fact, 40 minutes, and we can leave the rest for the audience questions. You know, but we just
And
have
then
to
that way
be.
we can be prepared, I guess, to answer the questions so that whoever is there, however wide or broad the audience is, then we'll still be able to address whatever their interest is, right?
Yeah. What I'll
Yeah.
do is I'm gonna revise my flyer as well, Ms. Bushi, and then Io can also drop that in the comments, and parents can pick it up and print it off.
Yeah. Because
The
at the
flyer
end
for
of it,
registration, okay, let's have a look, send it forward, yeah.
when we sign off, we get something. So we don't have to waste
Okay.
time saying what the dates are. We'll have it written down on the screen for a full 4 minutes so that people can write it down, and
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
and that's the end when everybody's signing off. You know, you can switch off, you can hang up, you know, but the audience will see all of that for 4 minutes.
Okay. Cool.
So we're good. We're good about the scope of it. Then it's preschool through P1.
Okay,
And you know, the outline I did wasn't set in stone either. You know, where's the outline?
all right, that's fine, because those are, and preschool would include Bright Start, which is the 3-year-olds. So we have to remember that, and we also have to still plug in for CDP, having children screen before they enter preschool, whether, and that
Yeah, I
they will
think
have.
you know what? I think
I don't think
CDP.
it's a whole lot I mean that's on my part. I don't think it's a whole lot that will probably need to be done in terms of CDP. I think as well with everything that I see on my end um, from registration is basically disclosure, right? Parents being honest as to if their child has a need, and then if they do have a need and they are CDP with child development, is just to see whether or not, making sure that if they give authorization to disclosure, so that you guys can meet their needs in terms of putting them in the correct
Consent.
program. Yes,
Right, and
consent.
Carmelita is our contact person for all of that. And so
Oh, okay,
Carmelita
cool.
will bring you right in, because Carmelita is the person that assists with any parents transitioning children in that
Right.
will continue to need services. So Carmelita,
Yeah.
that's would be a great place for you to even pick up in a gentle way. You don't have to get heavy duty, because it's still voluntary, but you won't be a stranger. And then the next time they hear your voice and you're on the line, they'll be able to put a face
They
with
already
it.
saw the face, right?
Yeah. What
Okay,
you think,
so
Carmelita? Can't hear you. We can't hear her.
She's on mute.
I think
Sorry,
she's
on mute. I was on mute. I said, I'm fine with that title. Since I'm taking notes, is everybody else fine with that title?
What title are we talking about now?
All that discussion, the early years, because if you
You
do
mean
early
the preschool
years,
through
P1,
P1?
it's up
The
to
one
you
we have
whether.
on the table? Yes.
One that was on screen?
Yes.
Is everybody good with that?
Yeah.
Ms. Bucci said in preschool, parent wants to talk about that. I'm saying we can discuss it. Even if a parent brings up CDP, I'm not saying we have to shy away from that question.
Right. Yeah, I think, yeah, because I don't think we can be so rigid about it. I mean, all of you can talk about primary school, you can talk about preschool, you can talk about CDP. You know, we can make the bulk of it can be the preschool value proposition, because I think that's the thing that that got us all excited about doing this, right? So we don't want to lose that. We want to, I don't know what happened there. We want to try to make sure that people understand. People people get the preschool aspect of it, but I don't see how, and I'm not an educator, obviously, but I don't see how you can talk about preschool without talking about what happens before and what happens after. Do you know what I mean? A natural flow of conversation.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's why it's a conversation. It's not, it's not anything rigid. I don't even think it's marketing, but very, very low key. That's sort of how I see it anyway, We want people to really understand, young parents to understand what their options are and what the value the system can bring to them at this stage in their life, right?
Right. Yeah.
So that's something to capture.
Yeah.
Talking points would be values and options. Do you have it there?
Okay, so this outline, I rejigged it a little bit. I don't even know if I've got all the topics in there, but because I'm going to rely on you to let me know what kind of editing we need to do here. So I put the audience bit at the end.
Okay.
8 to 15 minutes. Right.
Readiness and meeting socio-emotional goals.
And I don't know if this is appropriate. The ASD developmental delays class at Prospect Primary, a whole 15 minutes for that.
Prospect Preschool?
Yeah, does it merit?
15 minutes?
As well as the support services.
So we're talking about
that's a lot of time.
It is a lot of time, I know.
And that's only 6 children that will be in that class, and maybe more that needed. We may even have to open up other spaces based on registration. But this is a good place to talk about other services. And this would be where either I could just say something and then turn it over to Ms. Trott, because this is a big part of her job right here. The transition as well as oversight over the learning support teacher and the powers in the program, but also the curriculum with the, not only with the teaching strategists, but the staff. So what do you think, Carmen?
15 minutes is too long. I would say 8 to 10 minutes. But I would also probably have questions from parents of what happens after Prospect Free and how they would filter into one of our primary schools that have the ASD program. So if their child has been diagnosed, so that's why I say 8 minutes.
Yeah, this would be a good place even to talk about, like we're going on to primary. This is a CDP place because they come in with a diagnosis also, and that they have their year. Sometimes there's a delayed entry, but they transition on to primary and what that looks like. And yeah, I think that brings in both CDP and primary in a very natural way to the conversation.
Yep.
But that includes the support services, right?
Yes.
8 to 10 minutes.
Yes. Because we're talking about how they'll continue speed. If they went to CDP and they're receiving this services, they will continue. And if they need these services, they'll be assessed to receive their services. So I think 8 minutes is sufficient. 8 to 10 is sufficient.
And then they may have questions during the question time, which I think they might.
Yeah.
And we also get a question about, even though we have ASD developmental delays, maybe a child with Down syndrome or hearing impairment or anything. So it doesn't have to be just on ASD. And some parents might call and say, I have a child with a special need.
who would go into the ASD classroom. You know what I mean?
Okay, so well, I skipped a lot of stuff here. So the curriculum, 3 minutes, enough time?
That would be Miss Manuel talking about the creative curriculum, right?
Yeah, you could put some names beside it. Maybe you'll put Miss
Yeah.
Manuel.
Well, I don't want it to be like a queue of people lining up to talk.
I see. Okay, all right. But we'll know who will take the lead in those questions. Like this might be a section for.
And don't forget, I'll be asking my own random questions. So.
Oh, right.
I tell you about those random questions. I tell you about those random questions.
Just to throw you off a bit. I don't want anyone to be too prepared.
Okay, Miss Bucci.
Carmelita?
I'll be saying, Miss Bucci, that question must be for you. I can ask some random questions.
His questions are not hard.
They're not hard. I just want it to be genuine and authentic. That's all.
He does. You know your job and you know it well, so it's no hard question.
Thank you. I'm on your side, remember. But I just don't want one of the things I notice is that professionals like to speak in their professional language. You know, lawyers like to speak in legalese. You know, educators sound a lot.
How the host the moderator got.
Oh no.
Got really off.
But do you all have echo? Even with these headphones, I still hear echo.
Sometimes, not sometimes, not now.
Oh boy. Okay.
Maybe Miss News.
Excuse me. And it's very wavy. Something's happened. You're very.
It's okay.
We can't really see you that well.
Yeah, I know. It's my connection here.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh, flip. Okay.
Okay. Are we almost done then?
Almost.
Miss Beach has got to rest. Okay.
I know.
So you welcome the audience, wrong, real, subject matter, introduce guests. 2 minutes. You can do that in 2 minutes, Io?
Do what? Oh, of course. Yeah.
Introduce everybody and the subject matter, introduce the guests. 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Did you get Miss
Trot, what are you most excited about, though, in terms of these topics?
What would I be talking about?
Yeah, no. What are you most excited about?
Transition.
And I'm about benefits of preschool.
Transitioning my children. That's where my focus is.
What does that mean?
When we were talking about that ASD, developmental delays children.
Okay.
From CDP, those children I transition into our preschool in P1. That's my focus. I want to make sure that we have this conversation so that those parents know to contact me early to tell me what the concerns about, so that I can meet with them at my office about what their expectations are for the department and how we can meet the child's needs. So that's where I'm coming from.
Okay. So, and the future, what does the future hold? What's is that 4 minutes for that? Is that appropriate? Given that we have this primary school consultation?
I don't see. What's this countdown to start with title card? That's for about future.
Oh, I thought this was future. You were going to talk to, you were going to talk to and ask about learning first. Weren't you on IO?
Yeah, I got to send him a link.
I don't see it right there. Where is it on this?
It's at the bottom. He hasn't read.
You should see it now.
Astros, thank participants above the red, Ms.
Meeting link time. Oh, you guys all are showing up over that. I can't read that.
Oh. No, you got to go up. Don't go up. So it says meeting link timeline, Astros, thank participants. What does the future hold? You went up.
Oh, what does the future hold? I see it. Oh, 4 minutes, yeah. Okay, but that would be the opportunity to talk about transition between
learning first, like you said, and plans for preschool to be not only just located on school properties, primary school properties or sites, but also that we would have greater connectivity.
Yeah.
And depending on what I could say by the 29th, which I hope is a little bit more, this is a space that frame.
I think you cut out
Yeah,
just now.
because some stuff. Oh, this is a space that Dr. Simmons should help us frame from the department in terms of what we can share at what time, because the way that we share things is in a rolled out manner, which you know.
Okay, well, I'll just give the I'll just get learnings first. I'll give them the link to this so they can input whatever they
That
think
sounds great.
they can suggest whatever.
And Carmelita's following up with him. So that would be great, Carmelita, because while I'm off, we're having this link sent to Dr. Simmons. And when you have a conversation with him, you say, oh, yeah, you have the link. And I know Miss Bucci wanted to make some connectivity to Learning First in the future.
Okay, so anybody else got anything?
No. Good.
Okay, so we definitely should meet again on the 4th of January.
Yes.
Well, just back, Io, Ms. Bucci, did you agree with the topics? Because I think Io took this from what I sent him. Are you thinking we're going to
Oh,
discuss
that's fine.
anything?
Yeah, I thought your
Curriculum
There were some
benefits.
things I left out.
What?
yeah.
Like
This
what?
is fine.
There were a couple of
Like
things I
what?
left out from
Carmelita, are
the.
you okay with this?
What did you leave out there? And I can't remember. I
Oh,
would
if
tell
you
you.
don't know, then it doesn't matter. I don't
No, that's not.
remember.
It's
Okay,
fine.
It was
I'll.
okay. Let me. You want me to check now? I'll check
Oh,
now.
my foot. No,
Just
look,
while Ms.
I'm
Bucci's
getting
here.
cramp here.
Just for Ms. Bucci to see what,
Yeah.
and then we can.
Oh goodness, where are you?
I clicked the link. You gotta just keep going, scrolling down, I guess. Trot. Oh, I saw her in the conversation.
Oh, he had me.
I saw your name. Here we go. And what did I say? I responded.
Invitation.
I'm trying to find. Oh,
We
where
just,
is
I
that
think we
email?
read it just a minute ago. I saw all
I thought
that
I-
I typed and Carmelita responded. I said, did I leave off anything?
Right.
And scroll. Yeah, there's it.
There's times. Okay,
When
don't
do
worry about
we-
it.
When do we have that meeting? That first meeting.
Yeah, my
November.
email was the day after.
30th of
Or that same
November.
night.
November? Yeah, it was around that.
30th of November, yeah.
November. That's when we started.
Preschool. Oh, you sent me that stuff.
Oh gosh. Oh, I wanted you to get familiar with preschool. Could you tell me you weren't familiar with?
You don't see her in that line or stuff?
I know where this stuff is. No, I can't find it.
Also want to.
No worries.
It must be here. It must be this bit.
No, That's Carmelita Trot right there. Jackie, what's it? Oh yeah, these are things that you had sent us with the links. Remember we were watching them?
Yes. I was showing you for the
But
preschools open house,
what,
virtual.
yes, but what Carmelita sent was after that. It was in reply to my bit, and then I said, add anything if I forgot anything or,
Okay. Now, I also need you all to think about any stuff that we can show: video, audio, images.
we said we were going to do the protocol for
Here it is. Okay.
health and safety.
So you had 14 topics listed here.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Domains and
Just
objectives in the curriculum, domains, developmental appropriate, school readiness, benefits. How do we meet the social emotional goals? I think did we get that in there? What does a day look like?
We didn't talk
Qualifications
about
of
teacher
staff.
qualifications. That's not.
No, he don't want to do that.
We
No,
could
he don't want
bring that into the conversation then.
I mean,
And the
for me, it
reason
would
I
be
was
like,
doing it,
I'll ask
That
something
could just
like,
come
can
up.
anybody be a preschool teacher? It's
Right.
just
Okay.
There you
babysitting kids, isn't it?
Right. That's a good question.
And then, I'll prompt you,
Yeah.
So we don't have to be, and if you're using language that sounds like I got to have a PhD to understand, I'm going to break it down. I'm going to tell
Right.
you ask
Yeah.
you to break it down.
Yeah. But yeah.
ASD, we got that. Support services. Yeah, I think we pretty much got everything in that outline, right?
I think you did, because even toileted is with registration.
Yeah.
And registration processes. You captured it, you just condensed it. I'm fine.
Yes. So I would suggest
Okay.
that,
And school readiness would be one of those questions that you could just pop up and say, well, tell us, do they have to be ready or something?
yeah, and I'll suggest, Jackie, I don't think that you just had to talk about how to register, because you have been, your child went through the system, so you can talk about your experiences as well.
Oh, I beat you, sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
You don't want to talk about front page, how you were on the front page. They'll really get into that.
Yeah, they would.
They'll want to know all about your business. That was funny. You missed it, Carmelita. Jackie was talking about how she beat the system, beat herself.
I heard her say that. I didn't know what she meant, so I was quiet.
I sure did, Carmelita. They tell me no a lot of times. Ask the rebel parent.
Okay.
I mean,
She wanted what she wanted, when she wanted, and she was gonna do it the way she wanted.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
She
like,
was the parent on the other end of the line that she gets today.
Exactly. That's why I laugh all the time.
yeah.
So
I think we should encourage all parents to be advocates.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
They should at least speak up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the school readiness in here for 5 minutes, preschool readiness and meeting social emotional goals. Or social emotional needs or something.
You want more time for that?
No, I was saying their good is our school readiness is in that 5 minutes.
Yes.
And social emotional, we're gonna talk about the counselor, the ET, the OWLS PALS program. So that's a good
It's
time.
really, and it's about even preparing with that. Routines, schedules, help with social and emotional development. How do they manage, first their CDP if they're having tantrums and meltdowns that are frequent because
Yeah.
within
Little
in
kids taking
school
up all their
environment, they're still individuals. However, they're not the only individual in the class.
Correct.
Okay. So for the next meeting, I would like to test the whole thing again. I mean,
Yes.
meaning we'll actually do the streaming to Facebook and YouTube while we have our meeting. But I'll put it on private so people can't, see what we're doing. I just want to make sure that we have enough bandwidth for all of us using this. This technology is quite new. In fact, I just downloaded an update 5 minutes before we started this meeting.
Oh,
So
really?
it's the first time I'm using the latest version of this software. So we really got to test it properly next time.
So do a lot of people use this? ECAN?
Yeah.
First time I heard of it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of for
Me
like
too.
independent, sort of arty type people. But I mean,
Okay.
it was developed by two brothers who are twins, and they're like in their 30s, man, or 20 something, and
Okay.
so they're constantly tweaking it. They're constantly trying to improve it, Like I could email them tonight, and they will say, "Okay, we'll work on that," And 2 weeks later, they will have another update, So they're very. That's why I like them, because you can actually, they're very responsive, right?
Very nice.
That's
So
great. That's what we like about creative curriculum and teaching strategy school.
So what we'll do on the 4th, hopefully everybody can come this time, because we really want to see if we can actually engage, have a conversation that comes in from your different locations.
Right.
And then I have to upload it to Facebook and YouTube. All right. So I'll probably better for me to use the office, actually, to make sure, I got enough bandwidth, because it's pretty good now, but all I'm doing is downloading. I'm not going out with everybody.
Right.
Where's
So
the
it's best to
house?
test that really early. Hopefully Mrs. Manuel will be able to show up then.
She should be.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
She said she had a visitor. So yeah, I'll remember to send this to Learning First, and we're good on the title now, right?
Yes, but I just wanted to see where we're going to talk about the protocol, because we thought that would come up, the health and safety related to COVID protocol. In the event that September we're still, and I think with the starting of school, we would be still having some level of COVID protocols.
Wouldn't that be more appropriate for the open houses, though?
Okay, that's right. That's fine. I think you're on with that. I might be getting the two mixed up. So that sounds about right.
Because that's facility
That's if
specific,
they ask the question. Yeah, and that's if they ask the question. But we could talk about the open houses and say, well, we will be having open house and we're going to.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. Is that in there?
That will be part of the thing at the end.
Registration?
Who's going to, and we might have
registration, open house, all that stuff.
Okay.
So yeah, and for the open houses, I believe you were trying to tweak that a bit because I didn't share any of that information with preschools yet.
Are they back now?
No, they're back on the 4th.
Okay.
And I'm off, so you could, Carmelita will be able to fill in terms of anything that comes up between now and
My
then.
only question about open house is, I like live stuff, right? But I think people, do we, and I think the commissioner's, her expectation is that it should be live anyway. But there's nothing, is there anything, would it be out of order to give them a choice?
I think it should be live for meeting doing the introduction, meeting the administrators, the teachers, they'll be on there. Then if you have something recorded, it could be like the walkthrough with the school, kind of like what Carmelita showed on the tape, like, well, this is my class, or these are the teachers. Hello, my name is so-and-so, something like that. And
provided they can record it properly.
Yes, that's what you said. You said the lighting has to be right, and you felt that. Well, not you felt. You gave You said that these were obviously professionally recorded, but they don't have theirs professionally recorded, but they still might have something that is that they could
Yeah.
still show if they sent it in. You could have a critique of it.
Yeah, well, people, honestly, audiences are not forgiving. That's why I'm concerned.
Well, would they do the walk through the school since it is a live program? Would you walk around with your laptop? Because then we may not have, we're going to be Ethernet. We might
No, well,
be
that's why I
connected.
suggested they take pictures, still
Oh, the
pictures
still
of
pictures,
of
yes.
the
And then
classrooms,
that would be
etc.
a focal point. So yes, I'm fine with the still pictures.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll do some. I'll provide whatever support I can
So
before.
here's my question about the dates and the times, because
Yeah.
my thought of having it all at different times for the preschools was so that if parents in parishes that had choices, they could choose, but also some parents have, some children have parents that live in different parishes. So those parents might want to check out the open house before they determine whether they're going to use the father's address or the mother's address. They have a primary household, but
Mhm.
oftentimes they may adjust that according to registration. So what are your thoughts on that, Ms. Eve? Because you deal with that.
Yeah, you are correct. But some of them are brighter than others, Miss Bushi. So they don't realize that I actually want to use Data's address until which time I've actually approved them for a school in the West.
Mm.
So yes, I do agree with you. Hmm.
We don't have to tell them that's the reason. I'm just saying that if they want to be able to see more than one, the only concern I have is that I think originally we said an hour, but I believe that bringing it down to 20 minutes would be great, because then we could start like at 5:30
I
as
I
opposed to
agree with
5
that.
o'clock. Yeah,
I agree with that.
20 minutes?
yeah, 20
We
minutes
don't
is
need a whole
great.
lot of time.
No,
Yeah.
you're right.
Hmm.
What lights are you using, Miss Bushi?
Me, right now,
Yeah.
I'm just using one light in my ceiling fan. I had a light on in the back, but I decided that it was not, it was giving me a shadow.
Yeah,
So I took that
backlights.
light off. So
You
I
see
took my
that?
backlight off. And so now I just have a front light from my
Yeah, you
ceiling
see
fan.
that? Like she's lying
Free, I'm gonna
down,
have to
so the
use your
light
light.
is right on her face.
I'm gonna have to
Right.
use your light.
Okay. Like I can
Yeah,
touch
so
my
it's a good
light. It's
front
close.
light.
It's got to be
Hmm.
close to you. I'm literally touching my light now.
Okay. Well,
My
mine is
So
up in the
don't
ceiling,
think
but
having a light up on the ceiling is going to do the job. It's got to be in front of you, above you, but close enough, and try
My
to.
husband has a
can
light
you
that he
see
said
me
he could
okay?
try. He could plug in and shine. I don't know what it. You remember the light you were telling me? Because it's not. Oops.
And try to have it so it's diffused, so it spreads
Mm.
out as
Because
opposed to a
Carmelita,
hard
when you look,
light.
it's on your face is dark. It's not showing your face. It's like the light is behind you. You're in a shadow.
Yeah, yeah. The light, I mean, you can adjust it, but you just got to figure out. Um, and then the lens has to be at eye level. So, she's all right. But we can deal with that the next time. But the
Listen,
notes are
I'm
all.
on sick leave. I shouldn't even be my holiday today.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's finish the meeting now then.
No, what I'm saying is I can't move around with this. I actually sprained my ankle, and it's recovering quite nicely, but I am
When
reclined
do
and
you do
trying to
that?
pick it up. This morning,
Oh
at the
no.
right start of my first day of vacation.
Oh, I'm sorry. When are
Yeah,
you
so
back?
I put ice on the fourth, but I hope I'm up and at least hopping around tomorrow, because I can't be
Hopping
using
around.
vacation for
So you're gonna
hanging out on
Sick
my
leave.
couch.
You have to get that
It's
back.
not my vision.
So will you go to the office on the 4th to do this, or?
Yes, I'm going to the office. I will, because like I said, right now my dogs are quiet. One's just going for a drive. The other one is here and quiet, but it's anything,
You're
any sound, and they're like guard dogs.
Okay, we might all be in the office.
oh
Yeah.
dear.
But the other thing to remember is that if anything goes wrong, if you see yourself freezing up or whatever, you can just, like you did today, switch off and come back in. Because
Are you
I,
doing that on
Right. Come
purpose?
off and come back in. That worked for you, Carmelita.
I was just gonna say because I started freezing.
yeah, if it does, I
I
don't
know.
think
I
it will
said, did you do
happen.
it on purpose?
It's a jinx.
I know. It's
No, no,
like,
no.
is
Now
he
who's
doing that on
doing?
purpose to show us?
I,
It is
Okay.
something
maybe.
else.
I'm not got transportation
They're
tonight,
back.
so I'm gonna have to do it from home. So I'm gonna have to work with my light in here
Okay. And
because I'm not able to come to the office.
your your internet connection.
I have a brother-in-law that can help me out as well, so I'll just
You
call
just
him.
completed? Oh, you took both of them? Oh, okay. They both went for a drive.
Okay, so,
Yeah.
and like I said, any questions, if you want to test out the link again,
Ivy.
If you
email
that's
me,
just being
jump on
on
the
me.
link. You just got to let me know you're going to do that so
Oh,
I can let you in. Because
okay.
otherwise you'd be sitting in the green room and I won't know you're there. Right?
Thanks.
I missed that.
So,
I'm sorry. I was distracted.
no,
He
If
said
you
we're
want to
testing in
test
the
it
green
out.
room if we don't let him know we're testing it.
yeah, if you wanted to test the link
Okay.
or if you wanted to test whatever, your laptop or um, you use the same link, but you just need to let me know you're going to come on it.
Oh, okay.
My
Okay.
camera. It might be something on my camera on the laptop.
You know
So
what? I
I'll
bet
save
if
it.
you try with
How do you?
a depth lamp and just put a soft or that daylight and had it up, just like a
Yeah.
stacked up on some books or something, and where
Yeah.
And
it's
I
coming
have
down,
one
listen
at
to
my
the
office.
sound.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try it for our next meeting because I have a
But
desk
definitely don't go
lamp
too
at my
darkly.
office.
Yeah.
No,
Definitely
no,
What
go to
often
darkly
works, you
because
can
that's
have
late.
two daylight lamps on each side of you, so it spreads so the beams sort of intersect. And the thing is, you want to avoid shadows on your face because shadows can be unflattering. You can have shadows if you want to have a dramatic look or whatever, but it's safer to just have a even light across your face. Okay.
Well, I will
So
tell you that the time you had that Facebook panel, and you said anybody needs help and all of that. I came. I had my clothes. I had my lamp from my house. I had everything up, and then I asked for help. I didn't get any help, and
what?
I sent an email and said, "Okay, I will just stay here and listen."
because you came late, that's why. I remember that you came late. I didn't even know. I was so busy trying to make the show work. Now you're on mute.
Thank you. I did not come late because
You
let me tell
did.
you, I did not. I was there, I was on, and I was on using my office computer. And I said, listen, this doesn't have a mic or a camera. I can hear you, but you can't see me. And my name came up and everything. But everybody was busy with everything else, and I sent my email, and I was even that I even sent an email that day saying I'm in office, ITO office. I'm here. You can help me set up. And I'm telling you, I felt quite ignored. So I hope that doesn't happen again.
It won't
Carmelita,
happen
you
again. I'm
remember, right?
sorry. I'm
Carmelita, do
sorry.
you remember?
No, she doesn't.
She remembers. She's not getting
Uh-uh.
sensitive.
You're
Oh, we
mute.
can't hear you,
It's on
Carmelita.
mute.
Anyway, you had so many panelists that you didn't need me anyway.
I don't remember the detail, but I know there was a lot of people. Everybody wants to,
So I
I
just
think there were too
listened,
many
and I was
people.
the only person at the department, and I listened the whole night long till it ended. And I went home from there. I was the only one there. And I stayed through because I said, whether I'm on this panel or not, I need to know what's going on and what's talked about. And so I did. That was all dressed up to myself.
Jackie, your lighting is fine. Do you just have one bulb in your room? Because your lighting is fine.
And it's
No,
behind us.
actually, I have a good bit of lights up there.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I think you need to be.
Where's my screen? There's like about
Lights
6
are
up there.
Oh, okay. All right. And the whole daylight looks like
It's just a composition, right? So what we all need to do is to like a head and shoulder shot like this. So your headroom is don't have too much space above your head.
I know what you're saying.
Right, and so you adjust exactly. That's how you do it. Yeah.
I'm
No.
signing off.
Yeah.
My
Ms.
dinner
Trott, you
has
might
been
want to
delivered.
raise the computer instead of adjust the lid. Put it on books or something. And Jacqueline, you might want to bring it closer. But I could also,
Yeah.
I could also make adjustments this end as well.
You see me
Okay.
lighter,
Everybody's got a
My
Mac.
husband's got this bright spotlight.
Yeah.
But
See,
it's
I would have to sit right up to.
My work
Yeah.
phone.
Is one right
Okay,
here.
can I sign off now, please?
Yeah, sure. Thanks. That doesn't look too bad.
Yes.
Pardon?
Ms. Trott, that light doesn't look too bad, but it's got to be closer
Okay.
to you, and it also looks like
Yeah,
a
just bring
tungsten
it.
light. If that was a daylight light, it would be a lot better.
She said it is. She said it is a daylight light.
Hold on a second.
It's got a yellow cast to it. It doesn't look like daylight.
Can you turn around? Can you take your computer and just turn around so that even if
Oh,
okay, now it's
that did it right there.
yeah.
Carmelita.
And then can you put it?
That's a daylight colored bulb.
No, not a daylight. This is a light up in the ceiling.
That's what I'm talking about. The one that's on you now. That
That's
is
a
not a
halogen
daylight
light or
bulb.
something. You say it.
And it's
That's a
too bright in
tungsten.
your eyes.
But it's okay.
Right.
You just got to be. See how it's casting shadows.
Yeah, it's casting the shadow right here.
Yeah, and on your face, it's casting your nose shadow, right? So you want an even spread.
You just need a brighter bubble thing.
So if he had another one like that from the other side, it would even it out.
We already have that one. That's for camping.
Oh,
Right. So I'll just get my desk light, my desk lamp, and try. He's got a lot of daylight bulbs, so I'll play with that until we meet again.
Awesome. Yeah. And it could be like 45 degrees angle from your lens, and it should work.
Okay.
And then you gotta raise it so it doesn't have reflection on your glasses.
Oh, right. Okay.
All right.
No glasses.
Thanks everybody.
No glasses.
Ouch. I just dropped
So
something.
then just hang on. Oh, it's gonna let it break. Oh no.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. See you on the
Thank
4th.
you. See you next week. Okay.
All right. Have a
Take
good
care.
one.
Bye,
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.